Hey, welcome to this video in which I will cover how to become ridiculously profitable with your ecom brand without over-relying on our beloved friends Zuckerbergy, and also without spending hours and hours on training your staff, and also without burning out due to the emotional roller coaster it is running an e-commerce brand. Why should you listen to me in the first place? I run ecommails.com, which is a retention email marketing agency, and we basically partner up with 7 and 8 figure brands and help them achieve new heights. And we do that by becoming super profitable with email, SMS, custom quiz funnels, everything concerning you can think of when it comes to retention, referral system, building communities, and also direct mailing campaigns. So we've done it all, and we basically partner up with them and help them and take over their retention side. If you're still not super convinced, let's quickly cover a few things. And if you have some time outside of this video, you can go through, for example, this case study on how we helped Graph Brothers go from 4.5 per month in email revenue, K per month in email revenue to 80K in 30 days, which is an 1,302% increase. Or how we helped Sweater Milk go from 5.6K per month in over 80K in less than 78 days. Or if you have a lot of time, you can also go through the homepage as well, ecommails.com. You can see here some of our clients we work with, their feedback, what they have to say after working with us. You can also go through another case study here, going from 6.8K in email revenue to 97 in 1 month. I also have another breakdown of Klaviyo Skincare, how we help them achieve 60% of the revenue coming through emails. I also have another case study from Chris Bellini on how we went from pretty much 15% of email revenue to 36% in 1 month after working with us, and now we're achieving like 45% pretty regularly. Or if you want to, you can have another look at another case study of Vivioka and how we generated around 400K in 2022. So if that's still not enough, I have video breakdowns of everything. And if that's still not enough, you can actually take a look at Octane.ai, which is the leading custom quiz funnel software out there in the D2C space. And you can go through this article, which basically covers what we did for Klaviyo Skincare and how we turned this custom quiz funnel into a lead gen machine. So by now, you're probably looking like this. And where am I? So you're probably looking like this and thinking, oh my gosh, what is this guy doing? How can he help me achieve more profit? And it's basically the retention flywheel system. The retention flywheel system looks pretty simple, but it's basically the entire setup that we use to run for our clients and basically help them achieve their heights. Stick to the end because it's a system that is basically required to be set up in a specific way. And we mastered that by running that for like 3, 4, 5 years now for all the brands that we partner up with. And to be honest, you can start wherever you want to, but I'm going to start with the overall overview. In the end, if you go back to basic principles, we have 4 key pillars when it comes to email marketing, or like in the general retention. We have lead gen, we have campaigns, we have flows, we have deliverability. If I want to take a look at anything specific here, I would like to start with the lead gen part, because that's something that a lot of brands, they do not really focus on. They just throw in a 10% off the pop-up, and that's pretty much it. And that's been running there for like 2, 3, 5 years, whatever, how long you're running the brand. What we do to actually come in and turn that around, because in theory, it just looks like a pop-up form, but this is kind of the engine when it comes to the entire email system. The more emails we got, the more campaigns we can send out, the more the more people we get to when we send out a campaign, the more people are in our flows, the more people click through, the more people open, the more people buy, and yada, yada, yada. So it's very vital to master that and generate as many high quality emails as possible. We do not want to do any sweepstakes. We do not want to do anything shady, scrape some leads, whatever it is. We just want to get high quality emails from people that are interested in buying our products. And the best way to do that is having a high converting pop-up. And what do we do to do that? We basically test a few different things. So what we do for all of our clients, we test the 10% versus the 15% off versus maybe a $10 versus a $5 versus free shipping versus free item, whatever it is, find the best performing offer when it comes to that. You also have to wait out a few things. Of course, 10% off will be, generating lower results than 50% off, but is the 5% in margin that you give up, is it actually worth, or maybe not? Sometimes we bump our pop-up rate, pop-up sign-up rate by like 80, 100% if we just increase the percentage by like 2.5%. So in that case, it makes sense. But if it's just, a slight increase, it doesn't really make that much sense. Same with the percentage and versus the absolute flat discount. Also with free items, how much are we actually giving up in margin or hypothetical profit? Or how much does it cost to ship our items? Can we give that away because no one wants to pay for shipping? So those are the offers that we test. We also test the timing. So, 5 seconds versus 16 seconds, or maybe immediate page load, or maybe 30 seconds, whatever it is. We basically go through that and see what are the sign-up rates, but also what are the absolute amount of recipients that we're getting there. Because, if you have a pop-up form that is live that is popping up 45 seconds in, those people are usually the ones that, would have bought anyways. And we do also want to catch anyone that, might not purchase immediately. And also the next thing is framing testing. So how do you frame the offer? What do you write on the pop-up form? This actually makes a huge increase possibilities, because you can, either do like an entire blog article on the pop-up, or, you be very direct. And for some brands, something in between works. For some brands, the shorter version works. Whatever it is, you have to test it out. Next one, micro commitment. For some brands, we just, ask, for example, what are the people struggling with? Is it, whatever skin concern, or maybe they sweat at a dedicated position within their body, or maybe, they struggle with stress or anxiety, whatever it is. You can ask those on the pop-up form and then tailor that around the offer. Or what you can also do, you can just ask them, hey, do you want to get 10% off? And then they click yes or no. And then if they click yes, they are, psychologically micro commitment to this 10% off. So then if they see the email form, they are more likely to give you their email. So this is the lead gen part. And you can see I'm already 7 minutes long, and it's just one part of 4. Let's go to the next one. So let's take a look at campaigns. Of course, we now have the maximum of email subscribers that we can have. Now we need to take a look at, okay, how much are we sending? Usually the most of the brands we take a look at, they either send none, or they send 1, or they send maybe 2 if they have someone dedicated to their emails. But you can actually scale that up much higher. So what we do, we try to go from 1 to 2 to 3, if not 5 per week, without increasing unsubscribe rate. This also depends on kind of the volume that you have when it comes to emails, how much you churn, yada, yada, yada. But you can definitely bump up the number and try to, find ways to actually make that work. You can also test your offers. You can also send some different campaign angles, and not only, rely on just push, sale, discount. You can also find angles that actually work without giving the discount, because you can go through objections, you can go through social proof, establish trust, yada, yada, yada. You can also go through everything when it comes to the pre-purchase objections. You can establish trust, as I said, and make you the only choice to satisfy their desire. Now let's take at the flows. Flows, automations, nowadays pretty much the majority of people have a basic flow setup. But what you want to do is you want to go through the core flows, nail everything down, and actually, give people the reason why they haven't bought, and give them what they need. So for example, establish trust, as I said, you can do that through, for example, social proof. You can also work with discounts. You can remind them of the benefits of your items. You can go through and basically help them make the decision. You can give them some other alternatives and go through all the questions that they might have. You can also, get fancy, and if you have, for example, a product store that sells mainly 3 items, you can create some specific abundant flows for those items. Imagine, someone who gets an email and just says, hey, have you forgot something? Or make it super specific, and you basically go through the benefit breakdown of this specific item that they were looking at. You can also, as I said, assist people and increase post-purchase experience to reduce between first and second purchase. Most of the brands, they take a look at and craft crazy button checkout flows, but then the thank you sequence is just one email saying, hey, thank you. And they do not hype them up. They do not remove buying remorse. They do not help them with their post-purchase experience. And there's definitely something that you can leverage, and that we leverage for all of our clients. Next one, increase UGC and review collection. You can actually, work with that and use Klaviyo to increase your collection of video material that you can use for ads. You can also increase the reviews, because the more reviews, the better. Never seen someone say, oh my gosh, I have too many reviews on my page. And then you can also build own communities on Facebook and Discord and stuff like that, which we also help our clients with. Next one is one of the most important ones, and it's getting more and more increased when it comes to the importance. Maybe you've seen the Yahoo and Google changes, but this is just the start, and it will even get worse over time. But while others think it's getting worse, it's actually getting better for the brands that nail that down. So you want to have a dedicated selling domain. This is now required. Before that, it was kind of a unique selling point of ours. But now you can actually go a step further. If you have the volume, you can actually have a dedicated IP set up and not just a dedicated selling domain. Probably no one has ever taught you that and walked you through that and the possibilities on Klaviyo. No one is checking the domain-specific deliverability. So for example, you have a great Gmail or iCloud open rate, but in the end you have like a 30 or like 20% open rate when it comes to Hotmail. So then you need to take a look at Hotmail, but no one is doing that. So that's what we help them, and then basically walk them through on how to meet Google and Yahoo requirements and how to bump up volume without hurting your open rate. And then we also custom code to land in the inbox, because in the end you want to land in the inbox, not that much in the spam box, but you also kind of want to try to not land in the promotion folder. So that is the entire system broken down in like 5 to 6 minutes. And this is basically what we do for all of our clients. We write the copy, do the designing, do the technicalities, scale things up, help them with other decisions when it comes to third-party apps. What can we do there, and have them connect and just basically go through and make them super, super profitable. I hope in this video you learned at least a few things about the retention flywheel system that we do, and help our partner brands scale. If this is you right now and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this looks wonderful, I want to implement all of that, do not be this. So if you want to have some fun, if you want to scale your profitability, partner up with us, schedule a call, schedule an audit, and basically what you will end up with is a 30 to 45 minute breakdown of your entire account and how we would scale that to the next height. So I hope this video in and of itself was of value to you, and I see you on the call. Bye-bye. Take care.